Hey guys, welcome back to another video where we are going to look at a new report type which has been added to Analytics Center, which is targeted towards use cases which involve KPIs. Let's look at this in action. Before we look at the new KPI report part, let's look at how we were handling KPIs before. So previously KPIs were being handled using a simple gauge, number gauge over here with a simplistic look and feel. Now we have a little bit more control over the look and feel and the user experience. So we are going to go to analytics over here. I'm going to start creating a new report. So for today's demo, I'm going to use Northwind database. I'm going to use a customer table, order table, and I'm going to use one of the views called order subtotals. So now I'm going to also define one more relationship over here. I'm going to say there's already a relationship in my database between the customer table and the order table. I'm going to also define one more relationship between the order subtotal, which is a custom view. I'm going to say join it to the order table. It has an order ID column. You can validate it. Everything looks good. I'm going to go to design mode now. So you will see there is a new report part which is available called KPI. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that one. I can give it a nice looking title and values. I'm going to leave that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say give it 7 rows and maybe 13 columns over here. I'm going to start designing the look and feel of this KPI report part. So first, KPI report part in itself is going to support multiple tiles. It has support for image tiles. You can put multiple image. A metric tile, you can only have one metric tile on a KPI report part, and text tiles, you can again have multiple of the text tiles. So I'm going to actually add an image tile over here. I'm going to span it across all rows. And the first one, I'm going to add an icon for customer. In the image URL property over here, I can just specify my image URL, which starts showing up. Next, I'm going to add a header. I'm going to say add a text style over here. And this one, I'm going to span it across the whole width, and I'm going to call it customers served. I'm going to center align it, mark it as bold, maybe increase the font size a little bit as well. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to below this, I'm going to add a metric tile. I'm going to span it. And in the metric tile, I'm going to use the properties over here. I'm going to say, show me the list of number of customers. So a count of number of customers, there are multiple methods over here. I'm going to say, show me only the distinct customers. This looks good. I can further trim it down. I can say, okay, you know what, give it a nice looking color maybe. So I'll give it a green color. You can do other sorts of formatting, keep it in bold, or I mean, I would leave it without bold for now, but you can change the formatting as well. Now what you can do is you can quickly preview it. Looks okay to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly duplicate this twice. I'm going to say add a new one so that I don't have to do the formatting again, and I'm going to move it to the top. I'll put this one in edit mode now. I'll first click on the icon. This time I'm going to show the number of orders, total number of orders in my system. I'm going to change the URL of the icon. I'm going to say orders processed, and for the metric part I'm going to remove this one, and this time from the orders table I'm going to just get the count of orders. Instead of the sum, I'm going to say I want to show the count of orders. Distinct. Okay, so just by that, I could duplicate it. I don't have to do all that formatting again. My second KPI report part is available as well. Now I'm going to again duplicate it one more time. And I'm going to move it to the top, right next to the previous ones. Again, going to configure this one, and on this one I'm going to show the total revenue. So for total revenue I'm going to put another icon. The text style I'm going to call it total revenue. On the metric tile I'm going to remove this one. I'm going to drag and drop the subtotal from my order subtotal view. Click on the field. I'm going to show the sum, and because it's a lengthier value I'm going to say format it to use million as a base unit. So I'm done with this. I'm going to again click on configure. This looks good to me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly save this report. Under one of the categories, so I'm going to just save it under my sample reports. And if I now navigate back to my list of reports, click on the report itself. Now you can have a more visually appealing KPI report part with icons and headers instead of the regular ones you were seeing over here with the simple gauge. At the same time, it also can be exported to various formats. So here is an example. It got exported into a PDF format, an Excel file with multiple tabs. It maintains all the images over here, and a Word document. So with this, you can create visually appealing KPI style reports and dashboards much easier. Thanks a lot for your time.